Welcome back everyone to the Yoga Habit Challenge. Today we're going to find the power of abundance in our lives through the goddess of abundance, the goddess Lakshmi. So let us start in our Tadasana, just for a brief moment, finding your heart open, finding your spine tall. And then right away we're going to open up into a goddess squat. So step one leg out wide, both feet can point outwards, heels turning inwards. And inhale as you raise the arms, bend the knees. We'll exhale to draw the elbows down in cactus arms. See if you can sink your hips a little lower. Send your heart forward. This idea of abundance inspired by the goddess Lakshmi is about inviting in as much openness as possible so that we can be open to whatever blessings the universe wants to pour forth for us. So while we're in this goddess squat, try lifting one heel. And then you can lower it down. Try lifting the other and lower it down. You can take Gyan Mudra with your fingertips if you'd like and see if you can draw your elbows further back as you lift and lower the heels. And to build up even more power in these legs, maybe you can lift both heels at the same time, finding your balance there. And then exhale to lower them down. Try that again. Inhale, lifting the heels. And exhale, lowering them down. Beautiful. Now inhale, straighten up, bring the palms overhead. Exhale the hands to heart center. And we can turn back to the front of the mat. Now, inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale to a halfway lift. And exhale, step back to your plank. Find chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog or cobra. And exhale back to downward dog. This time, inhale, raise the right leg, three-legged downward dog, and exhale, draw the knee to the outside of the right elbow. So you come into an oblique crunch. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the outside of the elbow once again. Inhale, lifting. Exhaling, knee to the outside of the elbow, and then step the foot through to the outside of the right hand. We'll lower down onto the back knee. Coming into a lizard lunge here. So you can roll your heart open. And then maybe you're finding your way down onto your forearms or onto a block or a bolster, starting to get into the openness of the hips. Take a few breaths here. Allow your heart to expand even as your hips open. Deep, steady breathing. And then inhale to walk back up onto your hands, curling your back toes, lifting your back knee, and then exhaling to step back into a three-legged downward dog. Now bend the knee. Go ahead and work on opening the hips by rolling the thigh bone in the hip joint, making a big circle in the air. And then inhale to roll forward into a plank pose, and exhale, drop the toes behind you to lift the heart with your next inhale into a wild thing pose, tapping into that openness that the goddess Lakshmi is asking of us, to trust that her plans may be 100 times bigger than our own. Drawing the navel in, exhale as you plant the hand back down, come back into your downward facing dog. Same flow on the other side. Inhale, raise the left leg. Exhale, come forward, knee towards the left elbow, an oblique crunch. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, knee towards the elbow. Again, inhaling up. And then exhale, knee towards elbow. Step the foot to the outside of the hand. Lower down onto the back knee. Find a nice deep lizard pose here. Maybe you're rolling onto the outside of the foot. Maybe you're lowering your weight down to come onto your forearms. But trying to keep the heart open even as the hips are opening here. Deep breaths. And then inhaling to walk up onto your hands, curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, and exhale, step back to that three-legged downward dog. Bend the knee, draw circles in the air, loosening up the hips. And with your next inhale, rolling forward to that plank pose, exhaling as you drop the toes behind and lift the heart into your back bend. Then exhaling, pull the belly in, untwisting, coming back to downward facing dog. Pedal it out there. Take a nice deep inhale. And then your exhale will tiptoe the toes closer to the hands. And we'll come into a variation of our toe balance squat by lifting the heels, coming down to squat on your toes. Now maybe you're staying there. See if you can inhale to lift the chest, bring the hands to heart. Find your tall spine. The goddess Lakshmi is said to ride on a snowy white owl. Owls are considered a sign of abundance and wealth. When you see them, it's a sign that Lakshmi is near. So in this pose, we'll come into a variation called owl pose by opening the knees out to the side. Like you can find that mudra again on the inside of the knees. See if you can find your balance here. Openness of the hips, openness of the heart. Inviting in that owl energy, that goddess Lakshmi, pouring her blessings into you. One more deep breath. Then you can draw the knees together, lower down onto your bottom. Bring the legs out in front and just pommel them out to give them a little relief here. For our rest pose today, if you have your bolster or a block, you can grab that, lay it long ways along your mat, and we'll lower down into Supta Baddha Konasana. The feet come together, and you can walk yourself back so that your chest is propped open. It's an almost exact reclined version of that owl pose of the goddess Lakshmi. So as you rest here in your reclined bound angle pose, visualize this beautiful goddess on her owl flying above you. Her blessings are often visualized as gold raining down from her outstretched hand to metaphorically pour over you, to pour into your heart. Blessings of abundance, whatever it is that you're seeking more of, more love, more self-acceptance, more comfort, more peace. Allow it to flow into your heart as you lay in this open-hearted pose. Make yourself available for it. Thank you everyone for joining for this Lakshmi practice, and I'll see you on the mat tomorrow. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.